What are these plants here, Goni?
Well, so there's tons of veggies. We're in full spring. The greenhouse is full. Um, and then,
But the birdies told me that you planted these ones here.
yes, I did. I planted some flowers. So we've got dahlias that we're trying to grow from seed. They're coming up nicely. We've got plenty of zinnias, straw flowers, some marigolds, status, some scabiosa. Scabiosa.
They're all pretty green right now. Are you sure they're going to differentiate themselves?
They're going to differentiate themselves, and these ones have already. They're a little bit of our cooler season ones. We've got some cosmos, some sweet peas, and some calendula right here. We've got Sweet Annie. It's a really nice filler, reseeding annual. And then over here we've got Feverfew, one of my favorite varieties. Looks a lot like the Sweet Annie, but it will distinguish itself. And we've got some brown-eyed Susans as well. Nice native.
This is exciting. The most flowers we've had to date is part of the CSA grown in the garden, I think.
Yeah, we've got some herbs here too.
I seeded some in the Hugel mound something today. Hey, Doug.
That one to the other edge of the table.
Doug, would you be up for telling the camera what's happening here with your peppers?
Sure. Well, we're doing this thing we call bumping up. It means we start the seedlings. We seed them in very crowded little containers on a heat mat, and then when they get to this size, we put each plant in its own container.
Wow, they get the McMansion.
Yeah, a lot more soil and space.
And what's going on with this shade cloth here?
That's because we're working in a hot greenhouse, and it's also better for the plants. See, these plants are getting exposed during transplanting. Their roots are, we just have to be gentle on them. So working in the shade is better for us and for the plants.
As after all these years of spring plantings and seedings, is there anything that's been surprising this spring or anything that's caught you off guard?
Surprising this spring. Well, just the huge fluctuations in temperatures. That one day when it went from 82 down to 24 in like 18 hours. That was a little bit off guard because suddenly we have to go protect. We go from having all these tunnels, everything all ventilated and worrying about getting too warm to like, now we got to close everything down and cover up all this stuff and go back to just like a lot of time spent covering stuff.
And Sage, if I may, I could always cut this out, but what are you getting up to here? You are preparing the squares for the transplants, like you're loosening up the soil all the way down so the roots can go, is that right?
Yep, creating little holes in the new pots so that I can transplant the pepper plant into its new home.
Amazing. Is this the first time you've been bumping up pepper plants in your life, or have you experiences elsewhere?
It's my first time working with pepper plants.
Okay.
But I have helped bump things up before.
Cool. And some birdies told me that you're woofing in the near future, but not here to start. Mm-hmm. How did you get into woofing, and what's that about?
I've just always been interested in learning how to farm, and had heard it was a way to see a bunch of different ways that different farmers run their operations and pick up some new skills.
Cool.
So I signed up.
Sweet. Yeah, Doug's a great person to be learning the skills from. And in a short week here, we're gonna be welcoming 2 folks out here on the land for a 2-month stint. So we're gonna have some learning happening side by side with the veggie operation for the CSA. learn how to tend the earth, grow food, and be resilient in the times to come. Looking forward to seeing CSA members out here. The warm season will be opening starting the 3rd week of April. If you haven't paid, pay. Make sure you reserve that share. And we're starting farm lunches up next Tuesday, March 31st, which is exciting. And then I believe maybe the 3rd week of April on a Thursday, we're going to have a farm dinner. And then farm dinners following that are going to be 1st and 3rd Thursdays. So there's going to be chances to get out on the land, connect with other CSA members, other community members, connect with the farmers, the folks growing the food, connect with the land. Hope to see y'all out here and maybe check out the greenhouse when you do and come see all the plants.